All right, we're 2 days away from Christmas. Doctors are now warning COVID-19 cases will likely go up again like they did after Thanksgiving. So if you want to celebrate safely, the Red Cross has some smart ideas. So joining me here in studio this morning is Rich Woodruff from the Utah Red Cross. Rich, good to see you this morning.
Good to be here.
What's the risk that you're hearing with Christmas?
You know, you hear about risk-reward ratio. That's very important. You have to kind of assess every family situation is very unique. Risk being, you know, elderly, being underlying health conditions, that sort of thing. Ideally, if you don't have to congregate, that's a very good thing. All the same CDC guidelines would be in effect, just different variations of it. You're given some great information today. A couple of things that you might not think about, though. For example, if you do have to congregate, ventilation is very important, as we know, because of airborne qualities. So maybe open windows or have your heater on constant circulation, help filter out that air. Of course, you know, we see the social distancing. First thing you want to do when you walk in that house is wash your hands. 20 seconds, just like your, you know, or sanitize. You want to make sure that your hands are clean. And think of things like luggage, not storing it in a common area. Vigilance could include laundering clothes, that sort of thing. So little things you might not think about. Also, thermometer. Do you have a thermometer on hand? What if somebody actually gets sick while you are away? You've got a quarantine situation there. Have you thought it through? Do you know what the plan is, the contingency? And of course, there's just all kinds of travel risks, whether you're driving, whether you're flying. You want to think every step of the way for each unique situation.
I think we have to plan ahead a little more this time around than we have in years past.
Yeah, you do. You have to think through it. I mean, we see everybody traveling, so you're any kind of transportation, you're in airports. It's difficult to social distance, but you have to do the very best you can. Something you might consider, some airlines don't sell the middle seat. I know, for example, Delta, there's others that have committed not to sell that seat until March, I believe, and that changes all the time. Little things like that that you want to think about, that extra measure of caution. You
mentioned being out there and traveling in public. What should you do when you're in public versus when you're trying to get together with your family in private?
Well, when you're in public, yeah, you want to try to keep that distance, the face mask, a good face mask. And if you're traveling by car, for example, when you stop for gas, you might want to consider, well, you should actually wipe that pump down. This is a little trick that, it's not a Red Cross trick, but one of my friends said keep some doggy bags in your car. And you don't have to put the glove on, but it's a quick disposable. It's like a penny or two for each of these.
Well, that's a smart idea.
Yeah, just little tips like that.
Well, I mean, you've got that disposable bag right there, real cheap. They come in a lot, like a little space right there. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and you've got a lot of things to be able to grab that pump, which everyone touches. I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a CDC guideline, but it works. If you want to sanitize and that, it's just as easy.
Yeah,
a little extra
it's a life hack right there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got more ideas, I know, Rich. Where do we go online to find them?
Redcross.org. We mirror most of the CDC guidelines. They're the subject matter experts, but we amplify that messaging, and we also have an app that you can download. It's at your fingertips, and so all these tips and all these situations you can have with you at the time and remind you.
All right, good idea. A reminder to be safe out there, especially as we're thinking about getting together with our families for Christmas 2 days away. We'll have a link to those ideas right there on our website, abc4.com/GMU. Talking again this morning with Rich Woodruff from the Utah Red Cross. Rich, thanks for being with us today.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.